Hey guys, so I want to get straight into this video. Hello. So I did something crazy. And I did something that most people won't do. I deleted TikTok. I know. I deleted it because you know why? I was frying my brain cells one by one, day by day, hour by hour, night by night. I was frying them one by one. They was going like, it was just like, girl, I was frying them every day. Didn't care. And I love TikTok, right? Everybody does. But this is what I came to conclusion. So I took a couple notes because I wanted to keep track. So let me just start off at this, right? I deleted TikTok and I noticed a tremendous difference in just like my brain in itself, my mental health. Everything pretty much skyrocketed. Everything was beneficial with me deleting the app. And this is for somebody who maybe have been thinking about it, but this is just what happened to me, right? So I've always deleted TikTok on and off. Like I'll have TikTok for a couple of months and then I'll delete it again because I needed a break. But at first, when I used to delete it, it's because I was comparing my life a little too much to people I've seen. So I deleted it. I took a break. And you know what I'm happy about? I know my limits and I know when I need to take a break from social media. So yeah, I took a break. I downloaded it again. I had fun. I kind of was mentally in a different space to where I could handle it, and I wasn't coming in a place of like I'm comparing myself. I was genuinely having fun. But you know what that led to? That led to me being on TikTok for hours and hours and hours and like not being productive, right? Although the app is fun, although it's creative and you see so many topics, you see so many ideas, you see so much inspiration, I feel like us consuming that much information at a time is the problem. The app itself is not the problem, it's just how we use it, and I wasn't using it responsibly, and a lot of us are not using it responsibly. Me having TikTok also, I always felt as though that I have the app because I'm supposed to become somebody, I'm supposed to gain a following, and I would get like all these videos. You know, once you stay on a certain video, TikTok is going to keep feeding you that certain video you stay on. So like I would be on there, the algorithm will randomly just be talking about, you know, gaining followers on TikTok and growing your platform, and I would get sucked into that, into that type of world and feeling like I should post. And then honestly, I didn't care to post at the time. And I'm somebody who already posts on Instagram, I post on YouTube. TikTok is the only thing I was always back and forth with just because it's too consuming. And I'm somebody who couldn't really balance consuming and creating. On TikTok, I always consumed way more than I created because the app is just, there's literally nothing else to do on the app but just scroll. Like that's the only feature you could do. You scroll, you just scroll. Right? So I decided from now on, like the Venus today, I deleted TikTok like a couple weeks ago, and this is what I've noticed. Day one after deleting an app, I had FOMO. I was like, bro, I need to know what's going on. I need to know what's funny. I need to know some people's ideas. I need to know how to do this, how to get rich in 2 days. Like, I need to know. Cool. After the second day, you know, life felt worth living. I was like, wow. After the second day, I actually wanted to be more productive in my life. I didn't want to sit on my bed for hours and scroll because I noticed that I had a problem. I was having a problem scrolling and not doing nothing else. I'm like, why am I doing that? And I hated it. But at the same time, I knew. But at the same time, I didn't want to delete TikTok because I felt like I would be missing out on something, like missing out on an opportunity. But it's like, what? My mind, you know, after a couple days, my mind started to feel less cluttered. You know, because you consume so much information on TikTok, right? You consume. And I know our brain is not supposed to consume that much information in a little span of time. In about 5 minutes, you can consume about 12 different videos with 12 different topics. And it's just like, you don't even remember the last 3 you saw. It's not okay. So me being off of the app for a couple of weeks, my mind was at ease. Like my mind, you know, this one thing I would notice, right? When it was time for me to go to bed, my mind would be going at like 50 miles per hour. I would be thinking so much about so many different things, so much things I gotta do. I gotta do this, I gotta do this, I gotta do so many things. And it will always be because, what did you do today? I just fried my brain. So like my brain is fried at night and I'm up. I can't even sleep. Now I got freaking insomnia. I'm up thinking about 50 million different things at a time because of all the information I consume, and it's just bouncing back and forth in my head. And I can't sleep now. with the app being gone, sleep comes easy. My mind is at peace. My mind is at ease. Like, when you don't scroll this much on social media, and I'm really trying to help because we live in a day where everything's digital. We live in a social world. Like, social media is a currency at this point. So it's like, when I'm not consuming that much, my brain can slow down. And it can, like, we could be one together. My brain is not going fast. It's not moving faster than my body. We're moving. We're one. We're one. We're together. We're moving together. So that's something I immediately noticed. My brain is going steady. Not going fast. Not going up and down. We're not. And another thing I'm realizing that's kind of making me a little bit sad is I would get mood swings. I would get a little bit of mood swings from consuming so much content. I would have nights where I'm super sad and feeling like I'm not doing enough, and then other nights I'm like, no. And then to the point where sitting in my room, I kept saying I cannot be in my room all day. Like, if I be in my room all day, my mental health is gonna like decline. Like, I don't know, I always felt as though like being in my room all day is gonna make me go nuts. But realistically, the reason why I didn't want to be in my room all day is because I knew that I was gonna scroll, and me scrolling so much freaking makes my brain overstimulated to where it leads to a negative thinking pattern. It was weird. So deleting it allowed my brain to be more focused on what I actually need to do in life or whatever I want to accomplish, and not have so many different ideas and can't even complete one. All in all, I started to realize I was getting my attention span back. I'm able to sit and just chill for a longer period of time without feeling like I need to do something. I need to change something. Like, I could be zen now. I'm calm. I'm okay. Naturally, so what this did, me gaining my attention span back, right? It also helped my creativity come back, because I do create content. Look at me creating content right now. I was creating content on YouTube, and this is going to be funny, right? So I created a lot of videos. I have a lot of videos that I already posted on YouTube, but if you go to my channel right now, it's only like 3 videos up. I privated all of those videos, right? But I could unprivate them. And y'all see, I've created a lot of videos on YouTube. And all those videos I've created was like a point in my life where I didn't have TikTok. Like I said, I went through these phases where I would delete it and download it again. So every time I deleted TikTok, I would create on here, because I'm gonna be honest, if you want to post on YouTube, you have to have a certain creative bone in your body. Like, YouTube's gonna take a different level of creativity, because this is not short form content. This is not for the people whose attention span is fried. I'm sorry, it's not. You have to be able to sit here for a longer period of time, and you have to be able to edit a video for a longer period of time, and just like give yourself to people for a longer period of time. It's not for the people who's brain dead, you know what I'm saying? So every time I would delete TikTok, I would be posting on YouTube, because I can be creative. We already know TikTok, everybody copies everybody on there, but it's always trends happening. Everything is very fast paced, and if you're not catching on, if you're not creating something, it's just like you're gonna get left behind. And so your brain is always going 100 miles per hour when you're on TikTok as a creator. Did I say TikTok? When you're on TikTok as a creator, your mind is always going 100 miles per hour, like, regardless. So on YouTube, you gotta slow down, and you gotta really think of like good ideas that you could come up with. And me having TikTok, I couldn't invest into this, and this is really what I want more than TikTok. I'll be honest. I would post on TikTok, and these are my 2 reasons why I feel like TikTok, you could have TikTok, but these are the main 2 reasons why I feel as though, yeah, you should use it if you have a business. If you have a business, be on TikTok. Do the marketing, do all of that. TikTok is great for that. Or 2, if you are looking to become some sort of creator on the platform, by all means, scroll away, post away. But if you're purely on the app for just doom scrolling, do not fry your brain. You will scroll so much and you don't even realize that 6 hours passed. Or maybe you do. Check your screen time. If you do have TikTok, check your screen time. What does it say? 12 hours? The first week when I deleted TikTok, my screen hours used to be at like 11 hours. And now my daily average screen time is 5. From 11 to 12 hours to 5, it's like, where do I even have the time to scroll on my phone for 12 hours. I don't even know how that measures up to that, but I was like, wow, that's insane. And that's why I have that feature on, because I like to keep track of my screen time. I don't like frying my brain, at least not right now, and I'm okay with that. I don't know why it was something in me that just never wanted to delete it, because I just feel like I'm missing out. Everybody has TikTok. Why don't I want to be left out? I don't care. I'm not supposed to be with the crowd. I don't have to do what everybody else is doing. God doesn't call you to do what everybody else is doing. He calls you to do what you need to do and what he wants you to do, period, point blank. You just got to do it. You just got to know. And I'm glad that I took that sign, and I said, you know what, I know I'm gonna miss TikTok, but I gotta care for my mental health at this point, you know. So that's what I did. The big changes and deleting TikTok, all the changes I have found has been beneficial. There has nothing has been negative. The only thing that's negative is that I don't really know the trends immediately. You know, I gotta wait for Instagram Reels, which will hit about like a month later, but I'm fine with that. It's okay. All I know is that my creativity is gonna spike. My creativity is gonna spike. I don't have to copy everybody else I see. I don't have to look up inspiration for other people. I can actually listen and hear what God wants me to create. I can do that. My attention span is not cooked and fried and dried. I can actually sit and watch a freaking 10-minute video, and I can actually create a 10-minute and above video for YouTube. The beautiful thing, I don't have to bed rot for hours. Granted, I do like to lay in my bed. I do. Who doesn't like to bed rot time and time? I do like to lay in my bed, but I know that I'm not. The difference is now, especially you guys, I have an iPad now. And look, I'm looking at my notes. The difference now, if I'm laying in my bed all day, this is what I'm doing. I'm like writing notes for like YouTube videos I'm going to create, or just what I want to consume or whatever I want to do for my life. I'll just use this as a planner, and I love it. I love her. I'm just using her as like a planner, and this is what I do for hours. I just come up with ideas. I even came up with something else. Like, I just be writing down like random objectives for my life. Like, it's great. That's what I spend hours doing now, rather than just laying in my bed and scrolling. I'm actually making stuff happen. And I know I'm not the only one who experienced this or noticed this with TikTok, right? I want to get into a different interesting point that I've noticed about the TikTok algorithm and all that good stuff, right? So if you ever notice, right, say for example you go through a breakup and you're on TikTok, suddenly you're getting so many breakup videos. So now all of a sudden you're getting so many advice videos that it's kind of coming from your point of view, from your argument side, right? It could be, say if you have a certain view on politics, you'll get a lot of videos that talk about your certain view on politics. And the problem in that is you will never get to see the other point of view, the other side of the argument. It only caters to what you agree with. So if you are a guy, right, and you watch a lot of red pill content, or you have a lot of red pill beliefs, TikTok will feed you that. It will feed you whatever you like, whatever you agree with, whatever your mindset is, it's going to show you that. So if you are somebody who has this red pill mindset, it will feed you different sort of type of toxic red pill content because you consume it. For example, I had somebody say that they were in a relationship and they were overthinking their relationship because the person wasn't replying fast enough. And so all of a sudden they're on TikTok and they're scrolling and a bunch of videos pop up like, oh, if she's not texting back fast enough, she's with another dude, they doing this and that, she in the back seat, they getting it on. And so that led him into breaking up with that girl because he got fed such a toxic argument, because that's where his mind was already at, and TikTok didn't do no good. They just fed him what he was thinking already. And that's the problem, is you don't get to see the other side of that argument, you know. It's very interesting. And if you have a certain belief system, TikTok will basically validate that for you. So you have to have a mindset of your own. If you think that you are this, if you are that, TikTok is going to show you like, yes, you are this, you are that. Here's more opinions that talk about how you think, and this, you will never get the other side of that argument ever. It's crazy. That's something I noticed though, and you got to be very cautious and just have discernment. If you are a user of TikTok, nothing wrong with that. It's a very fun app. Hey, I enjoy it. I miss it. But nothing good has really came from it, nothing really good has came from me having an app yet. You know, I will download it again if I have a business to promote, but other than that, like, I need my life. I need my brain. I need this brain to function, okay? So I don't have it right now, but those are just some interesting facts that I've came to conclusion with. But yeah, if you enjoyed this little informational video, I appreciate you. Give a like, maybe subscribe, I don't know if you want to, you know. Hey, you ain't gotta hit it though, like. But that's gonna be the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in my next